What's up, guys? Thanks for coming to the VC Breweries vlog. In this episode, we talked to Mike Brown from Flat Fish Brewing Company in Camarillo, California. Interesting story. Listen to how and watch how they become a brewery, starting off as a winery and now ending up as a distillery. All three companies under the same roof. Very interesting story. Listen to how they are expanding their business to accommodate more people, what people are now looking for in a brewery, food, and they also have an event venue where they serve their beer. So check out the episode. Let me know what you think. Here we go. Mike Brown from Flat Fish Brewing Company in Camarillo, California. Thanks for coming on the podcast. You are more than one company in the Camarillo Barrel Works. You also have a winery there as well, which was, from what I understand, how their company originated. Thanks for coming on. Can you let us know the history of, I guess, what is now officially, I don't know what you can tell us, which is now Camarillo Barrel Works, from winery to...
Okay, so Camarillo Barrel Works is the umbrella organization for our brewery, winery, distillery, and event venue. Mm-hmm. And we started as a winery because you can start a winery with about $50,000, where you might need $500,000 to start a brewery. And as a startup, it's one of those situations, no one's writing checks for $500,000 to a startup.
Right.
And we chose to start with the wine, knowing that at some point we would add the brewery and ultimately the distillery. Mm. As I started as a home brewer of beer, as you know, you can brew beer year round. Wine you get to make when fresh fruit happens. Mm-hmm. And that's usually September, October, and then you don't have anything to do. So it gives you a lot of opportunity to make beer. And then I was a home brewer till we started our commercial ramp up in 2014. So winery 2007, brewery started really planning 2014, taking on space, and then started licensing 2016 and started production in 2018.
Awesome. So you were, so far all of the breweries that I've interviewed, they have all started off as home brewers. Does your brewery specialize? I've been in there, I know the answer. Do you specialize in any certain kind of beer, or is it basically what you like to drink and would like to share with the public because you think it tastes good?
Well, that's the, as a home brewer, I would brew everything. Mm-hmm. And that's just my personal reflection of my personal taste profiles. Mm-hmm. I like just about every kind of beer that's out there. Mm-hmm. I don't drink sours too much. Mm-hmm. That's probably the one thing, but a good Berliner Weiss, Fig Mountain has a couple of good Berliner Weiss and Ghosts and those kinds, that aren't too sour. Mm-hmm. But the winemaker in me says, hey, if you want something that's acidic, let's have wine.
Yeah, right.
But I also understand from the business side of it, we offer a broad selection of beers, from Goldens, Blondes, Oktoberfest, red ales, up through IPAs. And that's a reflection of what is our customer base asking for.
Right. And so your location is, pretty standard for a brewery or in an industrial park. Sure. My dad worked at the company on the frontage road there, which is now Eaton for many years.
Yep.
Yeah. What your customer base is? It people from the business park coming on happy hour, or is it neighborhood people? Do you have regulars, or is it always new people coming in?
Well, I would say, there's the what do we see now and what did we see pre-COVID?
Yeah.
We see a lot of people from Los Angeles on the weekends.
All right.
Weekdays and weekends, we see Camarillo, Ventura, Oxnard.
Yeah.
Those are really where the major flow of traffic comes from.
Right.
But pre-COVID, being an event venue where we
All-
can seat 150, 200 people,
all right.
we would do lots of events.
Okay. So, concerts or weddings or whatever they sign up for is,
Yep.
all right. And you obviously, you serve your product at the events, or they bring in their own. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's one of the prerequisites of
Right.
using the venue is
Right.
yeah, we serve the alcohol.
All right. So I went in on Thursday, I think. Picked up a few beers. Go Fish is what I have here with me. And what I like to do is have you walk through a tasting for us.
I just happen to have one off tap. So it's,
well, I got to drink one out of a can, so we'll see if they taste the same. I'm sure they're tossing me their way. But can you talk us through what the, I guess, not to make it too complicated, the concept was, and what went into brewing it, and what we should be tasting when we drink it?
well, certainly, and I'll speak to our events. There's a large number of people who are not craft beer kinds of people.
Yeah.
And they drink an awful lot of beer.
Yeah.
But they're used to drinking something Coors Light, something on the not too bold in the hop profile.
Yep.
And in this case, so it's a very nice lighter style, but a golden ale.
Yes.
But what it does have a nice, I think this bill has about 20% flaked corn in it. So builds a nice mouthfeel. It also has a little bit of lemon drop hops as a dry hop, just to give it a nice clean light, just a little citrus if you find it there.
Yeah.
But mainly just looking to give it a nice finish, but good mouthfeel.
No, for sure. This is like you said, it's very, very drinkable. Only a little bitterness at the end, which is, I like more on the bitter, hoppier end.
Sure.
I mean, you can get lost in the hops, if you, but it is very drinkable, palatable, I'm sure, for a lot of different people, like you said.
Yeah.
And probably a good entry to craft beer in general, right? I mean,
Yes. Well, and that's where I threw the dry hop on it, more just to, lemon drop is a nice, just light citrus, not something as in your palate as a citra.
Right.
But it gives you just enough to know, oh, something's there if you talk about it. Some
Right.
people are sensitive enough, they find it.
Yeah, and it's it doesn't linger too long, so yeah, I can see this being not only an entry beer, but like you said, an event beer where you're going to be there for a while, and
yeah, it's a 5% ABV, so
right.
You can drink a lot of them.
Right. So changing gears, you said you mentioned that now, because of the shutdown, you have a lot more people from out of town, well, LA, coming in to visit your establishment. Has this time been giving you a chance to step back and think about how you would handle not only situations like this, but it may give you a time to reset and change things going forward? Have you been given time to reflect on your business in general?
Yeah, during this time, from a production standpoint, we've been producing just enough to replace what we've been selling through. But we've started canning, so all of our beers are available in cans, where prior to COVID they were not.
All right.
And we've been doing a lot of distilling during this time. And we're also overhauling our kitchen. So where before we had a super light menu, really wine oriented around cheese plates and that kind of stuff, we're expanding the kitchen, and we'll be doing pizza, flatbreads, wings, and salads and soup and sandwiches and a bunch of different stuff to really, one of the unfortunate aspects of COVID is the food trucks have had as bad a time, if not worse, than the breweries. And we previously would have 2, 3, 4 different food trucks that we could choose from on any given weekend. But now it's one. If we're lucky, we have one available to us.
Right. So in my opinion, I think coming out of this, small business owners like yourself are going to see a lot more business potentially, because everyone now is rooting for you guys and wanting to see you succeed and come out of this as unscathed as you can be. Do you think, because you're investing a lot in, because you're investing in your kitchen and expanding your menu, are you under the same impression that small businesses are going to take a leap upward in visitors that they're going to have?
I expect so. I mean, we certainly hear that from people who are visiting now. There's a lot of people that are just not getting out much, but the ones who are coming are they're chomping at the bit to get out.
Right.
And, under safe conditions, which hopefully by the middle to end of summer, we'll have that. But I expect we're going to be open inside in the next month or two.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. So do you think you'll keep your cans after that, or are you going to go back to?
Oh, absolutely.
I think I've done more visiting of the local. That's basically why I started this channel. Is I've done a lot of visiting of all the local breweries, and I do enjoy. If there is a silver lining to this, that everyone is now offering more cans takeaway instead of having to buy a growler full of beer. So if there's a silver lining, I think for the consumer, I think that's one of them. So I'm going to now hand it over to you. Can you let everyone know? I mean, if you want to talk about, Cantera is the winery, right?
Yeah, Cantera Cellars is the winery brand, and then Flat Fish Brewing is our beer brand, and then Camarillo Craft Spirits will be the craft spirits brand when we start.
What are you distilling? What are you making?
We have a couple of different brandies that we're working right now. And
all right.
Again, that's based on the wine production. We have wine available to produce into brandies.
Right, and yeah, you don't hear a lot of brandy. Well, at least I'm not an expert, but I mean, I hear a lot, vodka and tequila, small batch people making
vodka, tequila, whiskey. That's what you hear.
Right.
But the brandies are, again, depending on what part of the U.S. that you're in, brandy would be number 3 or 4.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and would they all be associated with a winery because are you saying that the process is similar where you take the wine into the brandy making process?
Yeah. Brandy is distilled wine, where whiskey is distilled beer.
All right.
And vodka can be distilled anything.
Well, you learn something new every day. I'm glad we spoke. Now I know a bit of trivia to tell everybody. But please go ahead, let everyone know where to find you, location, social media, website, offerings. What do you got going on? Let everyone know.
So we're on the west end of Camarillo, sitting between Camarillo and Oxnard. You get to us off the Central Avenue exit or Springville, and we're on the airport side of the freeway in an industrial area on Wood Road, and pretty easy to find us. And we're open Tuesday through Sunday. Hours have been varying all over the place with COVID. And best place is to go to any of our websites, because they'll all get you back to where our event calendar is and our schedule of hours. So whether you're going to flatfishbrewing.com, Camarillo Barrel Works, or Cantera Cellars, they'll all get you there.
Great. Thanks for making time for us. When this is all over, I hope to make an in-person visit and do something similar. If that's okay with you guys, we can talk.
Well, and if you're an IPA drinker, 2 hazies, 2 West Coast IPAs are usually always on tap. So you got to come back and try.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I had one. I mean, I did a make your own 4-pack, and I got a hazy. I got the golden ale. I got an Oktoberfest, and I got I forgot the 4th one. I had it with dinner on Thursday, so it was too long ago to remember which one I had. All right. Well, Mike, thanks for your time.
All right,
and we'll reach out later. And like I said, I'll put this together. I'll send you a link. You can review it, look at it, share it on your stuff if you'd like.
Will do.
All right. Thanks for making time for us. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, guys. That was Mike from Flat Fish Brewing Company in Camarillo, California. Let me know what you guys think of the episode.
If there's anybody you think we should interview in the beer scene here in Ventura County, please message me or comment below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.